If you're like me, when you are starting out building your very first capsule wardrobe, it can feel overwhelming and intimidating. And I didn't even know what my style was, so really it felt pointless. But I'm here to tell you that through the past couple of years, I've really learned how to hone into my style and also learned a lot about how to create a very functional, useful capsule wardrobe using exactly what you have in your closet right now. So I'm gonna walk you through how I'm creating my own capsule wardrobe right now for the new season coming up, which is fall. If you live in a climate that has 4 different seasons, you know we're always kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, but it's just beginning to get cold here in Virginia, and so I'm ready to start putting some pieces together for a capsule wardrobe. But along the way, we're going to discuss the 8 key ideas that will help you in creating your very own capsule wardrobe. The first thing that I always do when creating a capsule wardrobe is to evaluate what I already have. We don't want to be running out and buying a bunch of new things. So take everything out and really assess, do you have a lot of things that you enjoy wearing? Are there a lot of things in here that are just fluff, like I like to call them? You don't really wear them. They are the decor pieces that you just look at and think are pretty, but they never come out of the closet. Also do a little evaluation of, do you have some holes in your wardrobe? Maybe you don't have the black dress that you've really been needing for several occasions, and you can make a mental note of a few things that you'd want to add in. So now that we've taken everything out and done a little assessment of what we have, what we don't have, what we like, we don't like, now I want us to really think about our own lifestyle. This is probably the hardest part for me, especially in the beginning. I had a hard time identifying what lifestyle I really was living in comparison to the lifestyle I wanted to live. So that person we want to be, right? But we just aren't. So I want you to have a really good, honest conversation with yourself about, what physical activities do you do? What do you really need to wear to work? And on the weekends, are you somebody that goes out a lot? Or are you a person who usually, like myself, likes to go out to eat with their family and friends, but usually dresses very casually or comfortably? So we've gone through, we've assessed our closet, we've also gone through and we found what kind of style we want. I want you to start thinking about a number. So usually capsule wardrobes are between 30 and 50 items. And this is your capsule wardrobe, so you can include your shoes and accessories or not. But what I'm gonna do today is really think of a good number that I would like for my personal capsule wardrobe. And now I'm thinking in between the end of spring, which is right now, or no, not the end of spring.
What year is it?
1995, remember?
It's the end of summer right now, so it's still pretty warm. And also we're going into fall where our mornings in Virginia right now are around like 58 in the morning, but it gets up to around 89 in the evening and afternoon. So I really need a nice range of everything. I'm thinking around 30 is going to be my number for my capsule wardrobe. The great thing about that is that that can change. You don't have to keep the same number, but it's a good thing to set a goal so that you are not just keeping everything out at one time for your capsule wardrobe. What you can see I'm doing right now is another step I want you to try, and that's breaking your clothes up into colors. So I haven't even taken anything out yet. I am just starting with the different colors that I have in my wardrobe. And I've been doing this for years now, and I've been decluttering my clothes for years. So I tend to have the same colors over and over again in my wardrobe. But you might notice the same thing, because I feel like as people, we tend to draw towards certain colors that we just enjoy wearing all the time. So you might notice that as you're going around too. But I want you to separate your clothes into piles of like colors. And then if you notice that you do have a lot of different patterns or a lot of different colors, I want you to choose a few base colors and then maybe 1 or 2 outside special colors that you want to add in. So for me, I usually always do whites and creams, and I like some oranges, especially in the fall, and some blue. So blue and green are usually my outside. My favorite colors that I add in. Recently, I decluttered 3 pairs of shoes, and I was in the search for some replacements. I was looking for a brand that was eco-friendly, but also balanced quality and comfort. And that's where I found our sponsor today, which is Vivaya. The Kara sandals have quickly become my favorite walking shoes this summer. The sole is really squishy and that they are very lightweight and have really good arch support for what I need when I'm going on my long walks. Another pair of shoes I found were the Ryan slip-on boots. They are perfect for the fall. And the great thing is that when we are having those busy mornings and our hands are full, they are slip-ons. Also, the insoles are like sneakers. They are very soft. And the last pair of shoes that I'm adding into this fall wardrobe are these blue pointed flats. They will go with everything that I'm currently putting into my capsule wardrobe. But on top of that, they are very flexible and they also have a very squishy insole. You can get a 12% discount right now using my link in the description down below. If you're ready for shoes that combine quality and comfort, then Vivaya is a great place to start. Now I want us to really think about what are those essential pieces that we have to keep in our wardrobe that we really enjoy every day we are wearing. Depending on what your job is, depending on what your day-to-day lifestyle is, that's going to be different for all of us. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the very basic pieces, the t-shirts that we wear every day, the button-down shirts. If you're a button-down gal, your favorite ones that you go to every day because they fit good in the arms, they fit across the chest, and they're comfortable. Maybe 5 to 6 core pieces for the top, maybe 1 to 2 pieces at the bottom. And then don't worry, after that, we're gonna build in our personality to add our flair to our capsule wardrobe. All right, so as you can see, I have built my base core. I have a sweater, I have a button down pull over that I just usually wear open. I have a 4th zip down there. I have 3 t-shirts and a pair of shorts and my favorite pair of jeans. Now I wanna be clear, I'm also going to add in to my core this outfit I'm wearing right now because this is my favorite sweater and a white t-shirt I wear all of the time and my favorite pair of jeans. So add that into your core. But I want you to be really smart about the things that you're adding at first because I want them all to go together. Don't add in a lot of crazy patterns, a lot of crazy colors at first. We're gonna add that in just a minute. But the only thing that really has pattern in my core is this sweater that I have right here. But these colors that are in my sweater already go with everything else I have. So you can see that the core is still very cohesive. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add in a few of my flare pieces, the ones that I wanna wear if maybe I go out to a nice dinner with my husband, some of the more fun pieces that I have in my wardrobe, but I still want to make sure that I am paying attention to whether they go with the rest of the clothes that I have, because that is gonna be really essential with a capsule wardrobe, that you are paying close attention to the fact that you want everything to go together as much as possible and that you're having a lot of versatility. So I have 25 pieces right now that I've laid out for my capsule wardrobe. And while I haven't hit the 30 yet, I'm gonna leave it where it is right now and kind of feel it out and see in a few weeks, are there pieces that I'm really missing? Are there holes in my wardrobe where I feel like I don't have exactly what I need? But you don't really exactly know what you're needing and missing until you need and miss it, right? So the great thing about a capsule wardrobe is that the clothes that I am choosing not to add in to my closet right now are not gone. They're not going to disappear. I can have that flexibility. So that's the next thing I really want you to think about is don't freak out about putting some of the things that you know you love in another space, another room for right now, or even just under your bed. The great thing I want you to think about next is really that you have flexibility, especially if you start smaller. Start with a smaller number like 20, 25 pieces. You have the room to build in a few more when you find those holes in your wardrobe. Now, the next thing I want you to really think about as you are maybe filling any of those holes, I want you to think about quality. Now, this is something I never cared about. Grew up relatively poor. My grandparents bought most of our clothes, and I'm so incredibly grateful. But I think that made me very thrifty, but also it made me just like buy a ton of stuff that I didn't actually need, but it was on sale, it was cheap. So I want you to stop and think about, is it nice quality? Now, I'm not saying you have to go to a very high boutique store to get quality. I find a lot of my favorite things at thrift stores, but I do look at the labels. I do look at what they are made out of, and generally, are they overall in good shape? Because I feel like if they've made it to the thrift store and they're still in pretty good shape, either somebody just didn't wear it very often, or it is actually a very good quality item that has lasted that person a pretty long time and now can continue to last a long time for me. So, thinking about the quality, I want you to stick to a list as you go out and you find the things that maybe you are like, I have a hole here in my wardrobe. I really want a cozy, soft sweater. Go look for the cozy, soft sweater, but have it in your mind that you are not going to just buy any cozy sweater or all the cozy sweaters. You are looking for one very particular item. And do not just buy something because it is on sale. Don't buy it because it's cheap. Don't buy it because it's there. Get something and take the time and go out and shop until you find what really is going to suit the hole in your wardrobe. Because if you don't, you're going to go down the exact same road that I went on, where I was buying things and having to rebuy them because they were either bad quality or they weren't exactly what I wanted. So the last thing that I absolutely love about doing a capsule wardrobe is that you've already set yourself up to be able to organize and arrange your closet so it looks really aesthetically pleasing and beautiful, but also very functional. What I like to do is organize by color. One, it helps me to know exactly what item, where it is in my closet, and I can easily find it. I know where the item should go back because I know where the hanger is going to be, because if it's beige, it's going to be in the beige category. But if you have a larger capsule, you can also organize by if it's a top or a bottoms. All those can go together. All the pants can go together. All the shorts can go together. So that just depends on how big your capsule wardrobe is. But for me, what I like to do is I'm just going to do it by color because that's easy enough for me to see, especially because I'm only having 25 pieces right now. Now, my bottoms are all going to go in a basket that I keep in my closet, and everything else is going to get hung up in my closet. Besides, a few of the t-shirts are going to go in my t-shirt bin. So let's go ahead and start organizing, and I'll show you exactly what I do. I do pay attention to in my closet are my button-down shirts, my collared shirts. I like them all to face one direction. I feel like it looks better, but also it's easier for them not to get all tangled up when I'm trying to get one down. Real quick, if you enjoy learning about minimalism, my name is Becky Truda, and this is Minimalist, a community where we discuss minimalist ideas, how to declutter, and how to live a simpler life. If you are already decluttering here with us on Minimalist, then please throw a heart emoji down below to let us know that we're all in this together. So some key takeaways here are shop smart, make a list. Have some core colors that you really enjoy wearing and build up around them. Have a number in mind. And if you can go under that number, even better, because then you'll have some room to build in. Also, just be flexible. Don't worry if you go back a week later and add in a few more pieces. That's okay. That is what building a capsule wardrobe is all about. It's a learning experience. It is for you to help you grow. And what I will say is the more often that you set aside 20 to 30 minutes to really think about this, the easier it becomes over time. When I first started this whole journey of minimalism and creating capsule wardrobes, it was something that took me a lot longer to think about. As they say, practice makes perfect, right? If you've enjoyed learning about minimalism and decluttering and organizing our closets, then please go ahead and click on one of these videos right here and continue your journey.